I know it has been quite some time since I posted a video, but this one is very important and I promise to be consistent. So, okay, imagine this scenario, right? You all have your portfolio done, you have already deployed it using Firebase, and now it has been around 2 or 3 months and you've made progress in your professional life and you all want to just make changes in that portfolio. So, how are you going to do that exactly? How are you going to make changes in a project which has already been uploaded? In this video, I'm going to be answering those questions. Let's get started. So once you've cloned the repository and it is present in your VS Code, we are going to go ahead in the terminal and cd to that particular directory where the files are present. Once we're done with that, we will go ahead and log into Firebase using the Firebase space login command. Once the login is completed, we initialize Firebase using the Firebase space init option. So once that is done, we get this option thingy over here. So I'm going to select hosting configure files for Firebase hosting option. For selecting that, I have to click on the space bar and then enter. Once that is done, I'm giving the name to my public directory. It can either be public, but in this case I went ahead with all files. Now, do I want this to be a single page application? No. Automatic builds and deploys with GitHub? No. The next one is all files / index.html already exists. Do you want to overwrite? So make sure that you are not overwriting this file, because if you do that, then the already existing code that you had in index.html would be wiped off, and index.html of the Firebase would be written over here, which would not be your website, of course. So just make sure that you do not overwrite your index.html. Once that is done, the Firebase initialization gets completed. Once the initialization is completed, we can just go ahead and type in the command Firebase space deploy. This would deploy your project. Now, one thing that we need to remember is all of your files which are important and which needs to be displayed have to be present in your public directory. Now, in my case, the name of the public directory was all files. So all of the CSS documents, the HTML, the JS, everything has to be inside the all files directory, all files folder. If it is not in there, then it would not be displayed. This was something that I was struggling with for quite some time, and I had to go over to Stack Overflow, and a lot of other people were also having issues with that. So make sure that you do not make the mistake that all of us did. All of your files have to be in the public directory, whatever name you had given. Okay, so once we're done with that, just Firebase deploy, and that would deploy your project. That is it. It is very simple, nothing out of the ordinary. Just make sure that your public directory has all of the files that you want to display.